y'all, this is Cam. So I decided to just do a video, and of course I got Cece and I got Golden, my girls with me. So um, Monday is September the 16th. That is Steve's birthday. And last year, of course, I ran the billboard for his birthday right there, 285 North and South, at the East Ponce exit. Actually, if you're going southbound, you'll see it on the right, and if you're going northbound, it'll be, on the other side of the median up. But if you look up, you'll see it there on your left. So I did that, and then I ran it back again for 2 weeks or a week? I ran it for a week. I ran it on the anniversary of his passing, which was the 23rd, and so it ran 2 weeks, and it ran up until the first week of December. So I ran it, and it actually was running at the anniversary of his homegoing service. So y'all know this is that time of year for me, and I was trying to think of what can I do to honor my husband, because I don't want him to be forgotten. Memories are supposed to be a good thing, right? Like, we want to make sure we have memories, right? But it's kind of like now my memories are all that I have. Like, I'll never be able to create more memories with Steve, like his flesh, and so it's like my memories, I'm replaying the same memories because I can't create any new memories with him. I can create memories of him, but not with him, and that bothers me. But there's nothing that I can do about that. Hence, I'm still in therapy, and I'm probably gonna be in therapy forever to help me to cope, because I can't control life. Even if I wanted to, I can't control it. So this year, I decided, you know what? As long as I'm willing and able, and God says I should, I'm gonna continue to run the billboard for his birthday. I'm gonna continue to run it for the anniversary of his passing. So it will be running on this Monday. In fact, it will start running tomorrow. So at 12:01 tonight, it will start running on that billboard right there at East Ponce on 285. And so when I get out of church tomorrow, I will be driving up there so I can go and see it. And I always want to honor him. I want to honor him. I've been very overwhelmed since losing Steve, and every day is different. Every day is different. I have good days, I have bad days. There was a period of time where it was like I was just pretty much treading water, just enough to keep me afloat. So I've done some things because I wanted to honor Steve. So I finally was able to sit down and write the letter to send to our local legislature or representatives, to ask them to name that stretch of Interstate 75 right there, mile marker 216, in memory of my husband, Steve Golden, because that is where he took his last breath at 5:08 a.m. on November 23rd, 2023. I'm also going to draft an amended form of that letter and send it to the local state representatives for the state of Kentucky, because that is Steve's home state. He was born in Louisville, Kentucky. He was one of the first students to integrate one of the all-white schools. I remember him telling me that, and that's a part of history. And he was always so proud of his hometown, Louisville, Kentucky, the Kentucky Derby. So I think it's only fitting that there be a stretch of road on I-65 North, or either on the, I think it's the 264 Waterston, one of those two closest to the west end of Louisville, which is where he grew up, named in his honor. So I'll be perfecting that letter next week and emailing that to the appropriate people. My representatives did respond and said that they would introduce it in the next session that starts in January. So great. Our local city, Locust Grove, when I went before council last year, they came back and told me that, you know, there's a new mayor and stuff, so they didn't really have a standard process for that, but now they do have an application, and then there's like $150 fee. So I had the application, I just couldn't bring myself to complete it, so I'm gonna go ahead and complete that application and get that in as well. Things happen in God's time and not our time, but God has led me to physically take those steps to address those things, and it is my hope and my prayer that the local legislatures for Georgia and Kentucky will approve that, and you know, I'll be able to go to the state capitol and get the proclamation where they're doing that, and then of course to be able to go to that stretch of interstate when they erect the sign, and of course I do have a memorial sign that the Georgia Department of Transportation put at exit 216 at the mile marker 216 in memory of my husband. Also, again, I started a foundation, which is the CAM Foundation, which is the Care About Me, CAM, CAM. And, you know, me is a metaphor for anyone, because it could be you, it could be anybody, right? And so there's two parts to that. One is I definitely want to be able to bridge the gap and help someone that's in need. And of course, this was birthed because of everything that I'm going through in regard to Steve and my love for my husband. So I want to do an annual scholarship to an athlete. Steve was an avid sports fan, but his passion sport was basketball. He played himself in high school. He was pretty good at it too, and in the golden lineage, there are a few of his cousins that were really talented and went on to the next level playing basketball. So it was definitely in his genes. So I want to be able to give a college bound, so high school senior, college bound, a scholarship. I haven't set an amount, but I do know that it will be that there is a essay that has to be written, because I don't want to just pull a name out of a hat. You know, Steve was big on education. Steve was an avid reader, so it's quite natural that I would add that aspect in it. And then also, you know, I feel like our students, our young adults, that writing is a big thing. You know, they always want to, you know, go to, Chat GPT and all of that, and that's great. But you can read those things that come from Chat GPT, and you know that the language doesn't sound authentic. Like, so I want it written, you know, from that person's perspective without all that. So like old school essay writing. And, you know, to not do that, I wouldn't consider it, you know, or my board wouldn't consider it. So I'm looking at that. And then I have really become an advocate for pet adoption. And of course, I adopted Golden. I adopted Fluffles, and Fluffles became my parents' dog. And so I just see the need. I follow a group here locally, Friends of Henry County. And Miss Betsy Merchant is the founder of that. And I'm watching her and I'm seeing how she's truly making a difference and helping, because, you know, there's limited resources with the county, and the county is who runs the animal control here in Henry County. But the biggest piece is educating people on spaying and neutering their dogs, being responsible pet owners. And so she ties all of that in. So whenever I see that she's doing a fundraiser or anything like that, I always make sure that I contribute monetarily, or if they do raffles, I buy raffle tickets. I try to do whatever it is that she's asking for. And then there's another one called it's Paws, I believe it is. I support them whenever they do fundraisers as well. But I want it to be an element of my foundation where I help with the situation that we have with the overcrowding of the animal control, and just educating people to be more responsible pet owners. But this may be kind of a long video, but that's fine because you can listen to it or not. But it was just like I need to, yeah, I decided I wanted to record this, and I wanted to let y'all in with me. So again, I didn't know what I wanted to do solely for Steve. You know, of course the billboards, that's a given, but every year I want to add something onto it because I can't create memories with Steve. So I feel like I can create memories in honor of Steve. And so that's very important to me. And so I'm being very intentional about that. So I want to share this with you guys. So if you just listen. Well, guys. Hold on. Because my stuff got knocked off. So hang on. Sorry, bear with me. Bear with me. Okay. Turn that off. All right. All right, so I'm gonna share this with y'all. So hopefully I can find it. Sorry, I'm rambling on, but I had this set and then some shenanigans. So, all right, here we go, guys.
February's chill, two lives intertwined, forever changed by a love so kind. You were my perfect gentleman, drunk man's call, our secrets so deep. Come on, Audrey, we'd say with a smile. Your voice echoes softly all the while. Steve, my forever love, my heart's only song. God gave me you to help me stay strong. Though tears fall like rain and my soul aches with pain, I trust in His promise that we'll meet once again.
And so that's my add-on for this year to honor my husband. I had a song created with our story, my story. I will always love my husband, and I will never forget him. I don't want to forget him. I don't. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Like I said, I know this is a kind of long video, but yeah, you can look at it or not. Love y'all.